Hey guys, welcome to this 4-part course, Digital Marketing That Actually Works, where we're gonna be going over the exact method that we've used here at replabs to take these brands to be multi-million-dollar companies. We're first going to go over the foundation of your marketing and everything you need to have set up so you can have long-term success. Number 2, we're gonna be going over the landing pages, making sure that your product and sales pages can actually sell your product so you can have as much success right off the bat. And number 3, we're gonna be going over the content, copy, and everything you need to make ads that convert, because better ads make a better ROI. And the 4th lesson, we're gonna be going over the strategy that we use for advertising to constantly get new customers in the door to generate more revenue profitably. Let's get started. So you know in Batman 2, where the Joker says,
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
well, forget that. I'm doing all of this for free, so subscribe. So you got a product to sell? That's awesome. The first thing you need to understand though when it comes to selling products is people don't buy products. They buy solutions to their problems. So with your product, you need to know what problem you solve and how you solve it. Because the art of advertising is being able to quickly and effectively tell people what problem your product solves, and that's it. That's advertising. So I want to go through a couple examples of companies and products that do a great job diving into what problem they solve, instead of focusing so much on what their product is. The first example of a company is Chirp. Now they are a back pain recovery company. They have a yoga or plexus wheel. And what it is it helps decompress the spine and helps your back pain go away. That's all their product does, is it helps relieve back pain, specifically lower back pain. And when somebody is watching their ads, going to their website, looking at it, they can see quickly like, hey, this helps with lower back pain. And so people with lower back pain instantly are like, I need this product. Now they then go through, the type of material they use, how it works, and all these other things, but they've already hooked people in to wanting to buy their product because it's so specific. This helps with lower back pain, that's it. A second example of a company that does a great job of this is J-Flex. Now they have a product called Hyperbell. And Hyperbell turns your dumbbells into a full gym. So they have a couple different ones. They have a barbell, they have a kettlebell, but essentially you can put dumbbells in these and you can turn your dumbbells into a kettlebell swing. You can also turn them into a bench press. This product has a very clear explanation of what it does and what problem it solves. It helps people who have a simple home gym of dumbbells and turns it to a full gym. So you can have a full range of workouts. That's it. That's the problem people have. They have dumbbells, but they can't get a full workout in. This solves that problem. And that's a huge market. That product does well because it solves a very specific problem. And the more specific of a problem your product can solve, the easier it is for you to sell it. You need to know what problem your product solves, but you need to know the people who have that problem, how your ideal customer talks, how they think, where do they spend their time, what platforms are they on, how do they describe the problem that they have that your product solves. Let's say you're selling a product to someone who does CrossFit. You need to understand how CrossFitters talk and how they think. And so when you write your ads, when you make your video ads or your website, you can speak to the person that has the problem that you're solving in the language they understand. A great example of this is a company called Sandbar. They are a product that helps people with calluses, and they're actually a client of ours. And we started ads for them a couple weeks ago. It's been going great. When we started running ads for her, we were writing ad copy and we were redesigning her website. And we used some ad copy that talked about ripped or torn calluses, because I played baseball. And so when I was, calluses on your hand, you get them all the time, and playing baseball, they can rip off. And that's a pretty normal thing. We were trying to sell this to CrossFitters and rock climbers and gymnastic people. And so we wrote some ad copy about how it takes care of your calluses, it makes it so they feel better and they're nice and smooth and they don't rip. And so you wouldn't have any more ripped or bloody or torn calluses. And she looked at it, she's like, actually, that's not how people talk. about their calluses in the CrossFit space and in the areas that we wanted to target. They say things like they have nasty or rough or rigid calluses, and so it just makes them smooth. We're like, awesome, good to know. Because and you know, that's part of advertising marketing, is really dialing in what kind of language you use. It's been working great. We're getting about a 5x on our ads. It's been phenomenal. And we're using this copy that speaks to people the way they talk. That's not how I would talk about a callus. That's not how I would talk about the things I'd say about calluses, but that's how the audience is. So you have to really dial in, know your audience, so you can speak to them like they talk. So the final part of this lesson is you need to know what platform your audience is on. Are they on Instagram and Facebook? Are they on Google? Are they on YouTube? Are they on LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok? You need to know exactly where your ideal customer is, but not just where they are, how to target them. Because before you start running into Facebook advertising and everything, you need to know, you need to do your audience research in these platforms. What interests do they have? Because a great example of this is, let's say you're selling a fitness product, right? I just talked about a couple of fitness products. Are you selling to people who do CrossFit, or are you selling to people who are bodybuilders? Are you selling to people who do Olympic lifting, or just people who like going to the gym every day? Are you talking to runners? They're all the fitness space, but they are very different. So with your product, you really need to dial in and be as specific as you can to, am I targeting CrossFitters? Am I targeting bodybuilders? Because if you try and mix that all together, you're never gonna see good results, because the more broad you are, the worse your ads are gonna perform every single time. So my suggestion would be spend some time in the ads managers for all these platforms, do your audience research, look up what audience interests you can target, and then do some diving in on what those interests, like what kind of people have those interests on those platforms, so that you can be prepared for when it's time to start running ads, you're ready to go. So to wrap it all up, the main 3 things that we covered here is 1, know what problem your product solves. 2, know your ideal customer, how they talk, how they think. And 3, know where to find your audience and how to find them on those platforms. Now, before you just run off to Facebook and Google Ads and start playing around, the next lesson is extremely important. It's called the landing page worth landing on, because it's very important that you have a good sales page set up before you start running ads. And that's what we're gonna go through in the next lesson. I'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date, and see you the next lesson. Remember, this is gonna be the most important lesson of your life. You gotta watch it from beginning to end. If you don't, you're gonna be a failure, so watch it. See you next time.